Few modern truck engines have earned both as much praise and as much criticism as GM's 5.3-liter V8. For decades, this engine has been known for its strong low-end torque, impressive towing capability, and long service life when properly maintained. Yet over the last several years, one issue has come to define the 5.3's reputation more than any other: lifter failure. Owners of Chevrolet Silverado, GMC Sierra, Tahoe, Suburban, Yukon, and other GM vehicles powered by the 5.3-liter V8 have increasingly reported rough idle, ticking noises, misfires, and in severe cases, complete engine failure. While GM has issued updated parts and revised oiling strategies over the years, experienced engine builders overwhelmingly agree that the root cause remains unchanged. The truth is uncomfortable for many owners to hear, but it is becoming impossible to ignore. The AFM DFM system itself is the problem, and replacing failed lifters with new factory parts is often only a temporary solution. After years of real-world data, teardown analysis, and fleet experience, a consensus has formed within the professional engine building community. The only truly permanent fix for GM 5.3-liter lifter failure is a full mechanical AFM DFM delete. This video explains why lifters fail, why replacement alone doesn't work, what the permanent fix actually involves, and what owners should realistically expect in terms of cost, reliability, and long-term ownership. Understanding the GM 5.3 AFM and DFM systems. To understand why lifter failure happens so often, it's essential to understand what AFM and DFM are designed to do. What is AFM? Active Fuel Management, AFM, was introduced by GM to improve fuel economy. Under light load conditions, the system deactivates 4 cylinders, allowing the engine to run as a V4 instead of a V8. This is accomplished using special hydraulic lifters that collapse on command, preventing the valves from opening on selected cylinders. What is DFM? Dynamic Fuel Management, DFM, is a more advanced version of AFM. Instead of switching between V8 and V4 operation, DFM can deactivate various combinations of cylinders in real time, depending on load, speed, and driving conditions. On paper, both systems are engineering achievements. In the real world, however, they introduce mechanical complexity into an engine that historically thrived on simplicity. Why GM 5.3 lifters fail so frequently? The core design flaw. At the heart of the issue is the collapsing lifter design required for AFM and DFM to function. These lifters rely on precise oil pressure, internal locking pins, and tight tolerances. When everything works perfectly, they operate silently. When anything goes wrong, failure can occur quickly and catastrophically. Engine builders repeatedly identify several contributing factors: oil contamination from extended oil change intervals, inconsistent oil pressure during cold starts, carbon buildup within the lifter body, wear in the camshaft lobes caused by partially collapsed lifters, heat cycling, and microscoring inside the lifter bore. Once a lifter begins to stick or collapse improperly, it no longer follows the camshaft correctly. This results in valve train noise, misfires, bent push rods, damaged cam lobes, and sometimes total engine failure. Why replacing lifters often fails again. One of the most frustrating aspects for owners is that many engines experience repeat failures, even after lifters are replaced under warranty or during costly repairs. According to professional engine builders, if you replace AFM lifters with more AFM lifters and leave the system intact, you haven't fixed the problem. You've reset the clock. The new lifters are still subjected to the same oiling conditions, the same collapsing mechanism, and the same system commands that caused the original failure. This is why many owners experience a second lifter failure anywhere from 20,000 to 60,000 miles later. Symptoms of GM 5.3 lifter failure. Recognizing early warning signs can sometimes limit damage, though not always. Common symptoms include ticking or tapping noise from the engine, rough idle, especially at startup, check engine light with misfire codes, sudden loss of power, engine shaking under light throttle, cylinder deactivation codes stored in the ECM. In advanced cases, lifter failure can lead to metal debris circulating through the engine, damaging bearings and oil passages. The permanent fix: a full mechanical AFM-DFM delete. After years of trial, error, and repeated failures, the industry has reached a clear conclusion. The permanent fix requires removing AFM-DFM entirely from the engine. This is not a software workaround alone, it is a mechanical solution. Why a mechanical delete works. By eliminating the collapsing lifters and the camshaft profile that activates them, the engine is returned to a traditional, always-on V8 configuration, similar to older LS engines that routinely exceeded 300,000 miles. This removes the single most failure-prone component from the system. What the permanent fix actually includes. A proper AFM DFM delete is far more involved than many people realize. Cutting corners often leads to new problems. Replacing AFM lifters with standard lifters. All AFM or DFM lifters must be removed and replaced with standard, non-collapsing lifters, commonly referred to as LS7 style lifters. These lifters do not collapse, have fewer internal moving parts, are proven in high-performance and endurance applications, are far more tolerant of oil pressure variations. Engine builders strongly advise replacing all lifters, not just the failed ones. Installing a new non-AFM camshaft. The factory camshaft is specifically designed to work with AFM-DFM lifters. When a lifter fails, the cam lobe is often damaged, even if the damage isn't immediately visible. A permanent fix requires removing the factory AFM camshaft, installing a non-AFM camshaft with appropriate valve timing, matching the cam profile to daily driving and towing needs. Skipping this step can result in premature wear and noise. AFM, DFM delete kit components. A proper delete kit typically includes new lifter trays compatible with standard lifters, head gaskets, new cylinder head bolts, torque-to-yield bolts cannot be reused, valley cover designed without AFM oil passages, camshaft retainer and seals. Using a complete kit ensures oil pressure is routed correctly after the AFM system is removed. ECM reprogramming or AFM disable. Once the mechanical components are removed, the engine control module must be addressed. There are two approaches. ECM reprogramming permanently disables AFM-DFM logic, eliminates error codes, ensures correct fueling and timing, preferred for long-term reliability OBD2 disabler modules. Plug-in devices that prevent AFM activation. Often used when ECM tuning is unavailable, effective but not a substitute for mechanical repair. Experts emphasize that a mechanical delete without ECM changes can cause drivability issues. Cost of the permanent fix. There is no sugarcoating the reality. This is not a cheap repair. Typical costs include parts, $1,200 to $2,500 depending on component quality, labor, 25 to 40 hours of engine work. Total cost, often $3,500 to $6,000 or more. However, many owners compare this to replacing lifters multiple times, replacing camshafts repeatedly, or installing a complete remanufactured engine. From that perspective, the permanent fix often becomes the most cost-effective option long-term. Prevention. Can lifter failure be avoided? AFM disabler devices. For engines that have not yet failed, many owners install AFM disabler modules. These devices prevent the engine from entering cylinder deactivation mode, reduce lifter cycling, often extend lifter life significantly. However, professionals agree, an AFM disabler is a preventive measure, not a cure. It cannot fix a lifter that is already failing. Oil choice and maintenance. Proper maintenance helps, but it is not a guarantee. Best practices include using the correct oil viscosity, avoiding extended oil change intervals, changing oil every 3,000 to 5,000 miles, using high-quality oil filters. While this reduces contamination risk, it does not eliminate the design flaw. Expert insight. Why GM hasn't fully solved the problem. Many owners ask why GM hasn't issued a full recall or redesigned the system entirely. Industry insiders cite emissions regulations, fuel economy mandates, cost constraints, the complexity of redesigning a mass production engine. While GM has updated lifter designs over the years, the fundamental collapsing lifter concept remains unchanged. Life. After an AFM-DFM delete. Owners who complete a proper delete often report smoother idle, more consistent throttle response, elimination of ticking noises, improved long-term reliability, slight decrease in fuel economy, usually 1 to 2 mpg per G. Most consider the trade-off well worth it. Final verdict, the only real permanent fix. After years of data, thousands of failures, and countless engine teardowns, the conclusion is clear. Replacing lifters alone is temporary. Updated AFM parts are still AFM parts. Oil changes help but don't cure the issue. Software solutions alone are incomplete. A full mechanical AFM DFM delete is currently the only reliable permanent fix for GM 5.3 idle lifter failure. It is expensive, it is invasive, but it works. For owners who plan to keep their trucks long-term, it often transforms a frustrating liability into a dependable V8 once again, the way GM engines used to be known for.